Congratulations, your car will be delivered on June 17th, in 5 years.
Morning or afternoon?
It's in 5 years, what do you care?
The plumber is coming in the morning.
Dobry день, comrades and curious listeners. Welcome to the RusNkaZ Show, where we dive into the wild, wacky, and sometimes downright weird world of some of the Russian history and culture, you know, and everything in between. I'm your host, Bam Bam, the truth twister, or the truth teller, in a weird or funny kind of way. Here to make the past pop like a bottle of kvass on a hot summer day. And today, we're tackling a doozy. How to control masses through resource distribution, the USSR style, baby. Sounds like a snooze fest from your college syllabus, right? Wrong. We're turning this into a hilarious horror story of free stuff gone wrong. Imagine if your boss controlled your apartment, your job, and then even your toilet paper rations. That's Soviet life, baby. I've lived it and I know. And grab your babushka's borscht, settle in, and let's laugh and learn our way through the red machine. Давай, поехали.
This is the RusNkaZ Show. Bam Bam calling shots like a maestro. This is the RusNkaZ Show, where the wild and the crazy grow. Turn it up, feel the rhythm flow. Hustle pop, bam bam, let's go, let's go.
Alright, picture this. In 1917, the Bolsheviks crashed the party. No, literally, they actually crashed the party. And they promised the moon to Russia's weary workers. From each according to his ability and to each according to his need. Sounds like a utopia, huh? No more capitalist pigs grinding you down. Instead, the state hooks you up with the good stuff all the time. And for free. That's right. Free. Everything free, free, free. Sounds like someone, you know, that has
I don't think that we
election.
should have billionaires.
Well,
What's so funny?
I just heard the funniest joke ever.
Tell me.
I can't, I just gave someone 10 years for it.
let's list them out like a Soviet shopping spree. Housing, no rent. The state assigns you an apartment. Boom, you're in. Healthcare, doctor visits, 0 rubles. Cough up that cold without coughing up any cash. Education, from kindergarten to PhD, all grab plus a stipend to boot. Study hard, comrades. Employment, a constitutional right to a job. No resumes. Sounds like classic awesome joke system, bro. Food, subsidies, cheap eats. Ration cards for all. No starving artists here whatsoever. Childcare, state nurseries so you can work while the kiddos play the Red Rover. Pensions, retire like a boss with security for life. If you were in 1920s a Russian worker knee deep in Tsarist muck, this sounds like hitting the jackpot. No more eviction notices. No dying from a toothache because you can't afford the dentist. Problem solved, poverty solved, inequality solved. That nagging fear of tomorrow? But wait, is there a catch? Spoiler, oh da, big time. It's like that free app that tracks you every move. Appealing, sure, but at what cost? Let's dig deeper, or as we say in Russia, копать глубже, dig deeper and deeper. Okay, listeners, buckle up. The Soviets didn't just hand out goodies, okay? They wove a web of control stickier than honey. Enter the system, your internal passport's evil twin. This bad boy was a stamp saying where you could live. Born in Moscow, you're lucky. Lucky you. Born in a mud hut village, tough luck. You need bureaucratic blessings to move. If you criticize the party, poof, propiska, denied. You're homeless, jobless, and basically a ghost in your own country. It's like needing a visa to visit your grandma across town. No joke. And then there's job assignment, then right to work. That felt more like forced labor life. Graduate college? Congrats. Now go to Siberia for 3 years teaching penguins or whatever. Quit without a permission? Bam. Charged with your workbook like a permanent record. 1 black mark and you're toast. Real story. Major dreams of Moscow books. Nope. Off to teach in a mining town. She goes or no diploma. Classic Soviet plot twist. Housing? Oh boy. Join the waitlist at work. Average 10 to 15 years. Party bigwigs? Skip the line. You share a with 3 families, 1 kitchen, and 0 privacy. Lose your job, back to square one. Dissident, application lost. Even Nobel winner Andrei Sakharov got booted to a closed city. No apartment, no life. Brutal. And don't get me started on rations. Shortages everywhere, even with money, no goods. Party elites, however, shop at secret stores. You quote for hours. Loyalty gets you perks. Rebellion, back to breadlines. It's control through crumbs. Hilarious in hindsight, horrifying in real time. As the joke goes, hey, what's the difference between capitalism and communism? In capitalism, man exploits man. In communism, it's the other way around. The reality for a classless society to exist, as socialists and communists want and keep on claiming that's the better system. The USSR bragged about no classes, but surprise, they invented the nomenclature. The party elites living large. That was the tier 1. It's a tier 4 tier system. Tier 1, fancy hospitals, dachas by the Black Sea, foreign genes, their kids, elite unis, no sweat. Tier 2, loyal professionals like doctors and engineers, decent digs after waiting almost forever. Tier 3, the masses in dorms, scraping by day. And last tier, tier 4, dissidents, exiled, jobless, or in psych wards for crazy ideas. Over generations, it bred learned helplessness. Why hustle? Everyone gets the same eventually. Why speak up? It all corruption, normal. Hey, we pretend to work and they pretend to pay us. It's the ultimate psychological trap. Trade your soul for stability. Fun fact, this made people super risk averse. What were the gains and losses? In a side of vodka? What did folks gain? No homelessness, literacy for all, basic docs, no job hunts, predictable like a metronome. But what are the losses? Choosing your home or job or wards, no business, no travel, no exit, economy tanked, no innovation, crap quality, black markets everywhere. When the USSR crumbled in 1991, many were like a deer in headlights. What's that? Some even missed the security. Irony alert. Unintended, new exploitation by bureaucrats, alienation from your own life. The system created what it hated. It's like if your grandma controlled your Netflix, sure, free movies, but only Matlock reruns forever. What can we learn from this kind of system? Every free thing has strings. Housing, you're stuck. Job, no dreams. The formula? Create dependency, ban alternatives, tie it to obedience, and normalize it. Boom! Control. You may ask, today, spot in social media, free, but they own your data. Company perks, free lunch, but golden handcuffs. Ask, what's the real cost? Different. You can criticize without losing your house. The line, when help turns to handcuffs. Why? Because humans need agency, not just bread. Extreme security, bye-bye. Freedom. Now, times in USSR, not afraid of poor, afraid of denied. Poverty you can fight, denial erases you. What can we learn that USSR style? Is that who controls necessities controls you. Free is power play. There is no such thing as free lunch, my friends. Dependency grows. Habit makes slaves. Control, subtle, self-police cost your potential. The truth is this: USSR met needs but killed spirit. Challenge, next, free offer. What are you trading? Data, freedom? Ask, comrades. But what happened over the generations? Loss of initiative. Why work hard? Everyone gets the same apartment eventually. Risk aversion. Why speak up? I could lose everything. And their dependency mindset. I can't survive without the state job and the apartment. Corruption, normalization. Everyone uses what was called blot. По блату дам. It's how the system works. If you knew somebody, you were connected, it was passive acceptance. This is just how life is. Like one Soviet tells another, we pretend to work, but they pretend to pay us. This joke truly reveals the psychological contract. Citizens traded agency and ambition for minimal security. And what was the outcome? The effortless route and its costs. What did citizens gain? It eliminated fear of homelessness and starvation, universal literacy and education, basic healthcare access, no unemployment anxiety, certain predictability to life. What citizens lost? Individual freedoms. Choose where to live, choose where to work, how to start a business, where to start the business. You can't do any of those things. Travel freely? Nope. Speak freely? Oh no. Leave the country? Oh hell no. And economic dynamism. Innovation suppressed. Why invent if you can't profit from it? Quality declined. Why excel if everyone's paid the same? Shortages became permanent. No price signals to allocate resources. Underground economy flourished. The only way to get things done. And what were the social consequences? Alcoholic epidemic. Escape from meaninglessness. People need the meaning and a purpose to live. Cynicism and moral compromise became survival skills. Family connections and corruption replaced merit. Informant culture destroyed community trust. Multiple generations never learned self-reliance. The unintended consequences is that the system created what it claimed to prevent: a new class divisions. Party privilege versus everyone else. Exploitation not by capitalists, by bureaucrats themselves. Alienation not from labor's fruits, but from personal agency. Dependency not on markets, but on political favor. Only if you knew someone and you were connected and basically praised the party that was in the government, then yeah. But when USSR collapsed in 1991, many citizens were actually psychologically unprepared to be free, and the freedom that came. Entire generations had never made autonomous life decisions. The sudden need for initiative, risk-taking, and self-reliance was overwhelming to a lot of people. Some actually wanted the security of the Soviet back. But the lesson here is simple. There is no free lunch. Understanding the hidden costs, every free provision came with strings attached. For example, housing that appeared free, the actual cost, geographic imprisonment, employment, the cost, career autonomy, healthcare, access tied to political compliance, education, mandatory service where you are assigned. After you graduated, you couldn't choose where you work. You couldn't even choose what you study. You had to go to the college they assigned you, go to the place of work after you're done. If you had a connection, по блату in Moscow, you're good to go. You can basically do whatever you want if you have the connections in the actual elite party who's controlling the government. Otherwise, good luck waiting for housing forever. And if you're in the masses, if you're not even the professionals, say goodbye to everything. The basic needs, human potential unrealized. You will always trade security for freedom. It's just yin and yang, or yang and yin, whatever, yin and yang, whatever, the black and white, one side to the other side. It's all security. Security, more security or less freedom. More security, less freedom. More freedom, less security. More freedom, less security. But since I said I'll give you the formula how to control masses through provision, create dependency. Number one, create dependency, make all essentials flow through the source. Number two, eliminate alternatives, make it illegal to provide for yourself. 3. Tie access to compliance, link provision to desired behavior. 4. Normalize overtime, make people forget alternatives exist through generations. Exploit habituation, people adapt. All human beings adapt. If we set bad habits, we'll adapt to them and keep on doing the bad things over. If we start doing good and learn to do good habits, we will follow through because we adapt. They defend the system that constrains them. That generation after, the third generation that was born, whereas in my case, I guess I was fourth or fifth generation, we were already used to that. To us, it was normal, like we had to protect it because we didn't know any better. And we were raised under that system. Whoever controls your necessities controls you. Free is a mechanism, not a gift. When basic needs flow through one source, that source gains power over your choices. Dependency compounds over time. First generation accepts its reluctancy. Second generation knows nothing else. Third generation cannot imagine alternatives. That's our fourth and fifth generations. We couldn't imagine alternatives. And that's why I'm so thankful. I love this country. Habit creates entitlement. What begins as a benefit becomes an expectation and then a right. Then something people will defend even when it harms them. Control doesn't require change. The most effective control is the USSR style. Is when people police themselves, afraid to lose what they have been given, even if it hurts them. The cost isn't always obvious. You pay with freedom, agency, potential, and possibilities you never explore because they're foreclosed. The difficult truth, the USSR failed not because it didn't deliver on its promise of meeting basic needs. In many ways, it failed because meeting needs isn't enough. Humans also need purpose, agency, and the ability to shape their own lives. Security and freedom exist in tension. Extreme security often requires surrendering freedom. Paternalism breeds infantilization. When the state makes all the decisions for you, people forget how to make their own decisions. Now, some of you, have you encountered some of the free offerings? Come on, comment below. I want to know from your own life, from government, corporations, institutions, movements. Just ask yourself, what am I really trading for this free thing that I'm getting? Next time you get something for free, just think about it. Who gains power over me by providing it to me? Am I building capability or am I building a dependency? Would I walk away if I wanted to? What alternatives am I foreclosing by accepting this? Remember, every system that promises to take care of all your needs is also a system that wants something from you. The question isn't whether accept help. Humans are social creatures who need each other. The question is, are you choosing the terms or are the terms choosing you?
Catch the wave, let your dreams ignite. In the world of business, reach new heights. Join the journey, hear the words unfold. Bam Bam's vision, turning stories to gold.